How will society, like societal members, still be able to financially survive? Okay, sorry.
I don't know. Neither does anybody else, but I'll tell you my current best guess.
Did you catch that? That wasn't some politician. That wasn't some numbnuts commentator out there. That was Sam Altman. That's the CEO of OpenAI. These are the guys who own ChatGPT and Sora. His answer to the question of what we're going to do and how we're going to eat and pay our bills was, I don't know.
Sorry,
I don't know.
Sorry.
I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Sorry. I don't know.
Altman is flying a plane that we are mid-air, strapped into our seats, and he has no idea how he's going to land the damn thing. My name is Rob. I'm a real estate investor, a former mergers and acquisitions attorney at a top 10 Manhattan firm, a former faculty member at a top 8 business school. Most importantly, I am a self-taught investor who's been navigating financial markets for 25 years and making money throughout. My mission is to get you rich smart, not get you rich quick. Today, we're going to be breaking down Altman's answers that he gave following his famous I don't know response.
Sorry.
I don't know.
His first guess of what's going to happen is that we're all going to somehow get magically rich.
I don't know.
His second guess, if that doesn't work, is that he's going to have a digital allowance for all of us. If Altman says you can eat, you can eat. But if Altman tells you to go pound salt, you're done. You're finished. Go starve to death.
Please, sir. I want some more.
Then we're going to take a look at where the money's flowing in and out so that way you can learn how to profit from it so you're not living off of whatever beans Sam throws you. Remember, the key to getting rich smart, not quick, is understanding how the money's moving, where it's moving into and where it's moving out of. And that's what we're going to go over today. Altman gives us a great sense of where that money's going to be flowing, so let's get on to it and see what he has to say.
One, I think it is possible that we put, GPT-7 or whatever in everybody's ChatGPT. Everybody gets it for free. And everybody has access to just this like crazy thing such that everybody can be more productive, make way more money. It doesn't actually matter that you don't like own the cluster itself.
It is amazing how somebody so intelligent can be so dense at the same time.
People are like getting richer faster and more distributed.
Put this
than
on
ever
pause.
before.
Altman's first guess, and I love the usage of the word guess here because he has no clue that the machine that he just built is going to probably crash the economy and kill us all. But in any event, his best guess is that everybody who has access to these tools is going to somehow become rich and wealthy and be sipping margaritas by the pool as the bot does all the work. His utopia where everyone is just happy is crap. It's trash. It cannot happen, and it defies logic.
Smells like bullshit.
First, economics is rooted in the idea of scarcity. If everybody is now a master coder by virtue of ChatGPT or whatever their AI of choice is, then nobody's a master coder, and the ability to code becomes worth nothing. Number two, it ignores scarcity of resources. Even if we give you as much money in the world, keep on printing and printing and printing or creating more tokens or whatever his value currency is going to be, you're not creating more land. You're not going to create more water. You're not going to be able to do all these activities that humanity needs. And that scarcity of resources will lead people to offer more money to get that resource. And you know what we call it when people are spending too much money or offering too much money for too few resources? Inflation. But what Altman's painting a picture of is hyperinflation. We're talking about inflation like the world's never seen before, where everybody is loaded up the wazoo with money, yet nobody has any resources they can actually purchase with it. People will pay anything. Third reason why the utopian scenario is unlikely to play out is that technology historically concentrates wealth. It does not distribute wealth. Think about it. Technology, as it expands and evolves, is concentrated in the hands of whoever developed it, whoever controls the data, whoever controls the compute power. The other 10% is going to be spread around the rest of the world. So there's 8 billion of us will be going after 10% of the resources, while Altman and his buddies get 90% of it and are laughing at us. Fourth reason why this utopian society is not going to play out is our human ego. Human beings love status. Human beings love feeling superior to other human beings. If you doubt me, go take a look at Instagram. Go take a look at Paris Hilton. If you have a system where everybody is on an equal plane, you eliminate status and you eliminate that human ego. That's going to cause a crisis within our own identity. So, Altman's scenario is not likely to play out. It is completely rooted in fairyland. And I see no reason why we would expect anything good to come out of it. This is nothing more than the machinations of a very, very intelligent techno geek who has no idea how the real world works.
There's another version of this where the most important things that are happening are these systems are discovering, new cures for diseases, new kinds of energy, new ways to make spaceships, whatever. And most of that value is accruing to the cluster owners, us, just so that I'm not.
And that's what that's what's going to happen.
Society will very quickly
all
say,
that
okay,
value is going to go to him and his buddies.
Smells like bullshit.
World. Let's say the world can generate 20 quintillion tokens per year.
Tokens of?
Each word generated by an AI.
Okay.
Just making up a huge number here.
Okay.
We'll say, 12 of those go to, the normal capitalistic system. But
What the hell does that even mean, the normal capitalistic
system? Are going to
system?
get divided up equally among 8 billion people. So everybody gets 1 trillion tokens. And that's your kind of universal basic wealth globally. And people can sell those tokens. Like if I don't need mine, I can sell them to you. We could pool ours together for some new art project we want to do.
So what he's describing is what we call currency now.
Is getting
So Altman proposes, if I understand his second guess correctly, and by the way, this is a guess of how the hell humanity is going to survive. Anyways, he proposes that we're going to take all the tokens per year generated by AI. So that's every word per year generated by AI. We're going to add them together. 60% of that's going to go to the normal capitalistic system, whatever the hell that means. I can only guess that's going to go to him and his buddies. That's the normal capitalistic system that's screwing us all right now. The other 40% is the scary part, though. Altman says, hey, 40% of the tokens, they're going to get divided up amongst the 8 billion people equally. And you use those tokens to buy services. You can use them to buy goods. You can use them to pull them together and create great things for humanity. Hey, Sam, guess what? We already have that. It's called money. That's what we use money for. We use money to buy goods and services. You're just proposing another form of currency, but here's what he's proposing. Here's where the trick is. He controls the currency, him and his buddies now. Think about that. He controls the 40% of your tokens that are becoming your currency. What if you piss off ChatGPT? What if you say the wrong thing to Claude? Can they cut off your tokens? Can they cut off how you eat?
Listen to you.
Are you ready to give Sam Altman and his buddies access and control over whether or not you feed your children? Absolutely not. Why does he get to say how much we can eat? Why does he get to say how much we can earn?
Smells like bullshit.
Altman clearly does not know how he's going to land this plane. What's worse is I don't think he gives a damn. As long as his parachute works, he could give 2 damns whether or not we crash and burn. Now, you and I still have to learn how to live in this society that he's creating for us. We got to learn how to make money in it. And it's like I always say, if you want to learn to get rich smart, get to know how money's moving. Both how money is moving in and money is moving out. And Altman, to his credit, gives us some examples of that today. So first, where money is moving out. Money is leaving jobs like accounting, consulting, business advisory services. Remember that scarcity that's rooted in economics? Well, those services, those abilities are no longer as scarce anymore. ChatGPT can do the accounting. ChatGPT can draft the code. Why are we paying anybody for it? So the money's going to leave there. Money's also going to leave a lot of software subscription services. If there's less people at the office, less human beings working, you don't need as many subscriptions for Microsoft Word or for Adobe. Where's money going to go into? Well, look at the electrical grid. That's the first place to really pay attention and park your cash. Natural gas, nuclear, battery storage, equipment to make the grid. These are all areas that are going to explode even further as this AI build-out goes on. That gets us to construction. Not only construction materials like concrete, copper, but also the construction labor. There is going to be a huge amount of demand for equipment. Finally, take a look at the hyperscalers. Hyperscalers is a company that is able to build up very quickly by raising capital fast and a lot of it. So that's your NVIDIAs, that's your SoftBanks, that's your Amazons. So the world that Altman is trying to create for us is terrifying. It's going to be a situation where the rich are going to get even richer and you and I are going to get screwed again. Ouch! That said, we can take a look at what he's saying and where he's parking his money and start moving our money there along with it.
Brilliant.
I don't know about you, but I sure as hell don't want Sam Altman or any of his buddies deciding whether or not I get to feed my kids. So together, let's work to get rich smart, not quick, figure out where the money's moving, and beat these bastards at their own game. Well, that sucked. The man behind the most powerful tech company on this planet just admitted that he's winging it with respect to how humanity is going to survive.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Lucky for us, he has 2 guesses about how it's going to happen. And they both royally suck. His first guess is a fairy tale where we all just magically get rich and play along well together. It defies the ideas of scarcity, inflation, and just the human ego. It makes absolutely no sense. But his second guess is even worse. It's a 60-40 split to a currency that he's going to control. 60% goes to him and his buddies, 40% gets whacked up amongst the 8 billion of us, and he gets to turn on the spigot or not. So if you piss off ChatGPT, guess what? You ain't eating tonight.
Enough of you!
These AI architects are focused on building a better machine to line their pockets. You and I need to be focused on where the money's moving and how we can get a taste of that action. That's the only way we're going to be able to beat Altman and his buddies at their game and survive and thrive. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please hit the like and subscribe button, and I'm going to see you next time on the Hostile Takeover.